guys. Welcome to day 27. There should probably be tea in here. Today we're spilling the tea. Not necessarily the beans. Well, I mean, sometimes I spill beans. But today we're talking influencer trap and influencer beware. This doesn't necessarily have to inspire you. It's more something that can help you in your own journey, learn from my mistakes. You might just be here for the tea. That's fine too. But I think that you can learn from all the things that I've been through over the past 12 plus years of just living this life as being a creator, person on the internet. So let's talk about it. Let's dive into it. So the Know Your Worth series was created a year ago from a place of so much pain and anger and frustration that it just blossomed into something much bigger because I was so passionate and angry. And I got asked so many times last year and into this year, is there something? What's going on? Because I get it. I was very cryptic. I wasn't saying a lot. People could tell that there was a little bit of frustration happening below the surface, and you bet your bottom dollar that there was. So not only all the stuff that Andre and I could now share on that Q&A. So if you didn't see it, we did a live Q&A. We premiered it live, and it was so freeing to be able to just share our honest opinions of what we thought, why we stepped away from everything. But that was just one morsel of a whole world of other things that I was dealing with, seeing, shifting in my own life. And if you're at this place where you feel like you're at not even an impasse, I am so frustrated, I've hit a wall, or I've hit my version of rock bottom. This is not the life that I signed up for. I am being poorly treated in either relationship, work, friendship. It can be anything, but that you feel so poorly treated, it's going against your values, and you can't do it anymore. I'm never going to be the girl that tells you, well, this is the plan and it's okay and it's going to be... No! Get mad! Some of the best shifts in my entire life have come from me hitting my own, what felt like rock freaking bottom, where I was like, this is not what I signed up for and I deserve way more than this. And I got so frustrated and so mad that I either wanted to prove it to that person. I got really angry and I was like, I'm going to prove it to them. And I did. With flying colors, or I couldn't put up with something anymore and I set boundaries, or I straight up walked away. So over the past 12 years, we get asked a lot, Andre and I, do you still love this? Or do you still love this? Are you still using this? Andre said it so perfectly in that Q&A. He said, the thing with us is when we love something like Disney, you'll hear us say it all the time. You'll see us using things I love my pre-workout. Andre even takes it now. I love that whole company. They're so sweet and I just love them. When we start to go quiet about stuff, there's usually a reason. And I put it nicely in this book for you. So I'm kind of excited. But I have been through these frustrating moments where as a woman, I feel mistreated, used, taken advantage of. We can go through we're going to share the stories, but yeah, and I will tell you, walk away because life will be so much better on the other side. So today let's talk about influencer trap and then influencer beware. It's probably one of the most spicy pages in the book, but also inspiring because I think I can shed some light on a lot of stuff. So I don't think this is a surprise, but I've always said, I find the word influencer not only very daunting, but very negative in connotation because as the viewer, you aren't being manipulated or weak enough to be so influenced to buy something. You're just connected to that person's lifestyle or the product that they're using. You're very interested in. You're not being, coerced into doing something. So I feel like the word influencer is not only daunting because there are you hear this word TikTok influencer and they have 10 million followers and you're just trying to start out, or maybe you do have a lot of followers to a normal human and you're comparing yourself to these mega stars who have more followers than a celebrity than Will Ferrell or a normal celebrity. I don't even think Will Ferrell has Instagram. To me, I started looking at different words especially for my own personal well-being and just my own mental state and not comparing myself and just what I can offer. So I use the word creator. You guys have heard this before. At the Daily Grind, we have an affiliate program. We actually call them creators. I call myself a creator because the reason why is I don't have to run anything by a boss. So if I want to share my favorite skincare, I can. So all the companies, by the way, that I believe you have to have certain credentials. Well, I know for the Daily Grind you do because I own the company, but for skincare, I often get asked, how do you sign up for that? I'll drop the link down below. You can message me about it. The skincare I very much believe in, and it's very lucrative. The purple tea I very much believe in is very lucrative, and I know that they accept affiliates. It's open. You just need, I think, a certain amount of followers, but it's written right on their page. I know Buff Bunny, it's invite only, and they go based off. I get that question a lot, and it was such an honor to be asked. So I try and hit different categories of things that I just so love. So let's talk about the word influencer and just how you can maybe rebrand it for yourself. So pick one of these, or maybe it'll jog your memory and give you some other ideas as to something that you could perceive someone else as an instead of the word influencer, or even for yourself if you're trying to tap into this passive income world. So creator, obviously, motivator, supporter, vision painter, or connector. I love connector also. There's also room for you to add your own. So here's some little spaces for you to be able to maybe write in your book. Just write in your book. It's fine. So income potential. Here's where I start just spilling tea, okay? There is 3 different types of income potential. The first one is brand deals. Brand deals is where a company flat out just gives you money to have a certain feature in your social media somewhere, either stories, in a TikTok video, in a reel, in a YouTube video. You might have noticed I have completely stopped doing these. It was not lucrative enough for me to sell my flippin' soul to cut the middle of a video. And as such a creative person, it felt like poison to just sprinkle this, for lack of a better word, commercial into the middle of something that I was trying to create such aesthetic and beauty and inspiration, and then to have a commercial. The other thing is they take away all your creative rights. So if you're, not all, but for that segment, a lot. And what was happening is, for my worth of filming a 20-minute video, I'm watching TikTokers get paid 5 times the amount for a 60-second TikTok. It didn't feel very fair. And the reason I say that is it's not harder to film a 20-minute video. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that YouTube is harder than TikTok. I believe TikTok, obviously, I would be great at it if it's difficult. But where I had a problem is to re-edit a 20-minute video. That's hard. So I started seeing my worth, and I said, no, you know what else I saw the worth in? You guys. And I said, they don't want to watch that because I don't want to watch that. So we stopped doing them. The only brand deal, there's a few, but one of the best brand deals I ever did that fit with my brand so well and was so seamless and didn't feel like a commercial because I felt like it was just so cool, and it was this time of year, was Cricut. Amazing. They didn't ask me to re-edit my video. They didn't ask me to change stuff. That happened a lot. There has been videos that actually just never went live because the brand diluted the video so much and kept wanting me to change things that there was no fun left to the video. And I just said, no, thank you. And I walked away from the money. And if you're wondering, I'll be transparent. If you're wondering type of money, in the beginning, $1,000. As I got bigger, $3,000 to $5,000 on the higher end for like a long-term contract. The biggest contract I ever had was Audible. And I believe that was well over $20,000. So there is money to be had in it if it fits with your brand. So for me, I really did my absolute darndest to never align with anything I didn't use myself and I didn't actually love. The best part about Cricut is that it was authentic. Cricut just fit. It was seamless. I loved it. I authentically used it. I was able to help the audience with it. So if you don't authentically love it and you don't authentically use it, then don't share it. And I always did my best to never do that. So brand deals are awesome if you're in that phase of your creator journey. The second one would be an affiliate program. So these can be pretty lucrative. Different affiliate programs will offer different amounts of commission. They will offer different discount codes, different links. Sometimes it's just a link. Sometimes it's a referral code. It's completely different depending on the brand. And you would be surprised as to how receptive brands are to you simply sending a message and saying, I love your product and I use it all the time. I would love to be able to share with my audience. Do you have an affiliate program? 9 times out of 10, they do. So, and if not, it's just one foot in the door and that connection made. Always make sure, again, don't mass message companies just for free stuff, which I'm going to get into in a few seconds, but make sure that it's a product you actually use. And it helps a ton if you say, if someone messaged me and said, I have a daily grind planner and I've been a customer for years and I have X amount of followers and I have a planner community on my social media and I think they would love it. Do you have an affiliate program? I would 100% reply and 100% get them a planner and a referral code and pay these people. I think that if the person is motivating, authentic, an original human being that isn't just a wannabe influencer, which I'm going to get to in a second, then I think that the sky's the limit. So here's what I mean by wannabe influencer. And the third, by the way, is the referral code. You always see me say you can use code AngieB. When someone uses a code, I get kickback. Typically, and now this is where some tea gets spilled, I made the big mistake. And it's probably one of the biggest mistakes I made. And it was such a rookie thing to do, and don't make the same mistake I did. If you're going to take a code and have a code and you're going to share with your audience, take a commission. Because the understanding of the audience is that that person's making money off of this. They're going to connect me with this. They're aligned with this brand. They're getting paid out. I try and make it clear that whenever I'm helping a brand, example, Sewing Sweethearts, the headbands, this is the only, don't look at this. This is from Amazon. Her stuff is way better. The little Oogie Boogie clip I had the other day, that was hers. I told her, no code. That's a small business. She doesn't need to give a discount. I just support. That's where I think that there needs to be a clear line. We're going to talk about that again in a second. But having a code can be awesome when it connects with who you truly are and if you are making money. So again, happiness, internal vibration of happiness, bank account. Now, the influencer trap. I think that the influencer trap is something that is so real. And when I say wannabe influencers, this is what I mean. I don't mean someone, by the way, ever. I would never mean this because I was this person. I don't mean someone with 100 followers that's trying to grow it and they're just trying to make a name for themselves. That's not what I mean at all. This is the influencer trap. And I put this little bear trap icon, which I thought was very cute. So this will definitely be the theme of the chapter as well as the book. You're going to hear me talk about this a ton. Don't ever get sucked into doing things for dollars or the title of influencer. It authentically needs to fit with your brand. More importantly than anything else, you authentically need to be using the product and loving it. Otherwise, it'll never land with your audience and you're going to look so misleading. Has it ever happened to you that you've purchased something from an influencer and you're like, there's no way that they actually use this? And you've received it and you're like, there's no way. Don't buy something from a person that doesn't actually use the product. Especially if they don't have the product in hand, that's even worse. And I see that, I'm seeing that so much right now where people are singing it from the rooftops and they're saying, but get this, it's gonna change your life. You're gonna lose so much weight or whatever it might be. And they don't actually have the product in their hands. Or what's worse is a week ago they were using a different product and now their life has changed because this week they're using the new one. It feels suspicious to me. So just be wary of that, to never do that yourself. If it gives you the willies that somebody else is doing it, obviously don't do it. One page that's not mentioned that I want to go through is just quickly, product linking is also a amazing way to earn a passive income. I go through Like to Know It, Magic Links, Collective Voice, and Amazon Associates in here and exactly what it is and how you can link this. I can quickly blow your mind. There's something called cookies. Have you ever seen that where it's like, do you want to clear your cookies or do you accept cookies from this website? All these links that you share from these websites that are affiliate links, they have cookies embedded in it. So unless someone clears it, which very rarely does that happen. If someone clicks a link on, let's say I link this on Amazon, it's a tripod and I love it and I use it all the time and it's the best tripod I've ever had. Incredible. I've had so many bad tripods in my freaking life. So let's say somebody buys that and then the day after they do their groceries and they buy a lamp. I make commission on all the things that they get in their cart, even if they get stuff the next day. And that's a part of it. So that can add up a ton over time. One thing that is also in the book is real life examples, like a screenshot of my Amazon associates over time and just random things that I've linked, like my onesie that I wear all the time, a Mickey Mouse tote, folding chairs for outside, that serum that I use. You'll see it's all stuff I truly love. Disney Finding Nemo, the little squirt thing that's attached to the tote bag. So screenshots and what I earned, how many clicks there were, and how that can increase over time. So my question to you before we jump into the influencer beware section of this is write out your wish list. What are some favorite products that you have that you would love to be able to link or to maybe have a collaboration with that brand? Some beauty products, maybe it's home decor, favorite brands that you could maybe even reach out to. One brand that I reached out to the other day, I mean, I'm Canadian, so I'd have to do the collaboration in the States, but I love Soul. I think it's called Get Soul. I mean, here's some free exposure for them, but I just love it. They have a great product. It's all like different CBD stuff, and I don't do that very often, but I just find theirs is so good, especially if you're very anxious. And again, I can't get it in Canada, so I'd have to do it in the States, but I reached out to them. Just message them. Just say, hi, I use and I love your product. Like I use and love their products and I've used it for a long time. I would love to be able to feature this. I think it would hit home with my audience. Do you have an affiliate program? It's that simple. Favorite home decor, favorite gadgets, and just most wanted things, like most wanted things that you want, but also most wanted collabs that you would want and just a dream collaboration. And write that down because I think that's really cool to not only manifest that, but to know for yourself what your brand looks like and what you value. There was a question, by the way, the other day of if I go through all the different platforms. Yes, in depth. Instagram, TikTok, blogging, Pinterest, YouTube, and Facebook. And exactly how to share, how to link on each of them, how to make it part of your content machine. This is, look, there's like caution tape on this page. Influencer beware. I'm going to read parts of this page to you, not the whole thing, obviously. You can get the book and read all the tea. All right, so beware. And this is from my own experience. As your social media presence starts to grow, you might be asked for a feature on your page in return for product. Be careful with this because it's a slippery slope. Never forget to know your worth. This hits home because it's just what I've been through myself, and I just hope that at least one of you can learn from this. Your integrity, reach, values, reputation, and capabilities are worth a lot more than a couple free products. The exception to this rule, the person is your friend, you like the product, you want to help them grow, and you expect nothing in return. Of course, that's okay. I still do this for a few brands that I love, and I just want them to succeed, but I will say I have been burned in the past. When to stop, walk away, or never start promoting a company to begin with. If the company feels at all inauthentic or misleading in any way, walk away. If you find out the company is selling a faulty product, walk away. If the company is negative or polarizing in any way, walk away. If the company has terrible customer service and one too many of your followers has had a bad experience, walk away. And I just want to pause here and say, you don't have to have some big explanation. It's actually, I think, so much classier as a woman to just walk away. To just, you've already given enough. If you've already started promoting it, you've already given enough. Just walk away. You don't have to say anything. I think the silence will speak louder. I really do. So don't feel bad, but I do think that you need to keep your integrity and your values and your reputation at the top for this one. So simply just walk away. That's all that it is. If the company becomes entitled or demanding of your time, energy, skills, or worse, your audience, walk away. If the company shares your content or personal information or brand without your permission, walk away. If you feel at all like this company is taking advantage of you or making you feel unsafe in any way, walk away. When a brand or owner mistreats you or your audience, messages you nonstop and has unrealistic expectations, is demanding or makes you feel unsafe, it's time to walk away. Know your worth and keep moving forward. It is not your responsibility to ensure that the company has good customer service and a quality product. Never allow any brand to put that on your shoulders as a creator or authentic sharer. You aren't the operator of their business and are not responsible for failed products or services. Can I tell you how freeing it is to be able to be on the other side of this, to have learned? And if you're going through this currently, that you're either trying to work with a brand or a person or even a boss, like this goes with a job too. Walk away. I have closed laptops in the middle of a Zoom meeting because I felt like I was being mistreated by, to me, someone that was very high powered and very intimidating. And I just closed the laptop and I walked away and I never got back on another meeting, never answered another email. And worse is I was just giving my time. So I have many different examples of all sorts of times that this has happened. But obviously I think you can tell by my energy that it definitely hit home, but something beautiful came from it, because I think that what it did was allow me to say, no more. I'm worth more than this. I don't need free product. If even the income potential would be there, I'm going to bet on me instead. And that's what I want for you, is just before you get into this influencer trap or the influencer, growth of you're going to try and get some free product, just know that you get into this mode of people try and take your soul from you. So just know your worth, know what you're capable of, and bet on you. That's the message in this. And I hope that this was helpful. I hope that this was as transparent as it could be, but I'll keep spilling the tea and keep spilling the beans. But today felt really good. Thank you for allowing for this very safe space that together we ride at dawn, because it's not easy to just come out and say these things, especially when people have an idea or can guess or even allude to what I'm talking about. And that's not what I'm trying to do either. I more just want to not silence myself. And if I've had a bad experience or that I seem a bit off, there's usually a reason. So I love you guys. Thank you for being a part of today. Today was a big one that I was kind of half dreading, half looking forward to, and it felt very therapeutic. So thank you. I feel like I can drop my shoulders now. I was legit nervous for today, but I love you guys, and just please know your worth and know that you're worth more than putting up with any crap from boss, employer, coworker, person that you know in any relationship or online human or company or whatever. Walk away. Cool? I love you guys. Bye, dudes.